Quote, the media has control over the people's minds and has the power to decide who is guilty and who is innocent. Unquote. Good evening, I am Daksh Walia, here to argue the affirmative for the motion, the media has become too powerful. Media, like television, news, or movies, is a source of a multitude of things like knowledge, information, and educative things. People come back home from a long day at work and often tune into news channels so as to see the current happenings of the world and keep up with what is happening in the world. They readily accept whatever is portrayed in the media and whatever content the media shows them and form their opinion using it. This effectively hands the power of forming and shaping public opinion to the media, with the obvious responsibility of accurately presenting facts, which we also call responsible journalism. Sounds very satisfying, doesn't it? Sadly, the reality begs to differ. Media today focuses itself solely on gaining profits. It panders to the people by giving them dramatized news and serving fantasies rather than facts. Media no longer presents news reports. It sells news reports using dramatization, misrepresentation of facts, and controversial statements. Somewhere, media has lost track, for it does no longer focus on what impact its reports have on the society as long as it profits from them. When students allegedly raised anti-national comments at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, all the media houses got together and endlessly bashed student leader Kanhaiya Kumar, who was ripped apart to such an extent that people called him a public enemy. Later, the court concluded that Kanhaiya was in fact innocent and had done no wrong. What would you expect a top media house to do in this scenario? Should it apologize? Should it retract its statements? Well, our media houses did none of that. They instead changed their opinion suddenly and portrayed Kanhaiya as a victim of political conspiracy. It was a story they sold with such excellence, a frightening excellence, that Kanhaiya Kumar went from being a public villain who people hated to a public hero in a matter of days, and he was even compared to Bhagat Singh. I fear such a media, for it can make us hate the oppressed and admire the oppressor. It can make or break a person's public image by its own whims and fancies. We need to realize that media is expanding its reach onto things it should never have looked onto. The media interviews accused people which the police is trying to find rather than turning them over, as was shown in the Indrani Mukherjee case. It invades into a celebrity's private life and violates the right to privacy when it conducts unauthorized sting operations and captures news in the name of paparazzi. Somewhere in the middle of a modern revolution, we have forgotten the value of responsible journalism. Media was empowered as a watchdog of the democracy. It was a scrutinizer through which people could view the government's policies and analyze them. Today, it stands as a distorter of reality, which can no longer be trusted because it misleads the people and has no restrictions at all. In a democracy, if you control the people's minds, you can control how they act, including how they vote. In a nation where this power is controlled by an over-entitled media which has no limits, I fear for our democracy. For any political party can use this media to come into power. The media has invaded people's private lives. The media influences politics. It investigates and interrupts investigational proceedings of crimes. And moreover, it misleads the very base of democracy, the people, which cannot be accepted. Yet the media goes unpunished and faces no repercussions for its actions. If this is not true power, then nothing is. I would like to end my debate with a quote by political activist Ward Churchill. Quote, "The people are free to do exactly what they are told to." Unquote. The media today is too powerful and can force the people to do anything. Thank you.